Hello, today we'll talk a bit about RTIs and what they are. So as you've seen, whenever you go into your PD on every service, you'll have the RTI section. So this is how it looks. So this is actually very important because for every transfer that you have, you always have a source control or this RTI value for it. Now, whenever a transfer is running, if you have a source control enabled, then the RTI will also be updated. So the RTI is actually some sort of like a reference book in the sense that it stores information about the last time the transfer run and when the data has been sent over to the destination system. But of course, the source control value is not human readable. So you'll see here only in this form because this is how a system would actually understand the time and date when data has been transferred. And of course, on every transfer, you will have this type of information. So now, one important thing is that the RTI is automatically updated here whenever the transfer runs, and you don't really need to do anything with. However, if you want to reset this value and go back in time, for example, and resend or retransfer specific data, then you can do that. In order to do that, you have to click on the Edit here pencil, and then add 0 instead of the value that you have here, and then you save it. So in this way, the next time the transfer runs, it will actually get all those records into the destination. So of course, it's a really good way to understand that on every transfer you have this information. Now, so that it makes more sense to a lot of people, I will show you how this is being translated into a human readable date. Let's take, for example, this date, and then if we were to go here and convert it, then this is the date that actually is represented by this code. So the system will need to see this specific number in here, but for us is actually this date that you see here on the screen. So just so it makes more sense to people that want to understand how this works. And then the next time the transfer runs, this will be changed. And of course, it will actually correspond to a more recent date. But just so you know how this works, you can always check this information and make sure that it has the correct source control and that your data is being transferred correctly. And I think that's it. Hopefully you'll be able to use it, and remember, it's always there on the transfer as long as you have a source control enabled on your specific transfers.